I think Tampa will take both games in Tampa to start the series, and then Montreal will win 2 games in Montreal. But then Tampa will win the next one, and then Montreal will win the last 2. I think Montreal will do the same thing the Bruins did. They'll lose all their games on the road until the last one, the one that matters, happens, and they'll take home the cup. What are your predictions?
Suns have the best backcourt duo.
Yeah, so we've already talked about Burrow a lot, especially how he's influenced the Bengals organization to do some questionable things.
A great job from the Islanders to rebound off that and force a Game 7 with Belavie's game-winning goal in overtime in Game 6.
We don't talk about the 2010s because the 2010s had the Astros, and if the Astros didn't happen, the Yankees would have won in 2017 over the Dodgers.
I'm going to say it's during the Week 17 game after the Cowboys have clinched the division, so we just put Benanucci in.
Vegas was really outplayed the last 3 games of this series, and they did not seem like they wanted it as much as Montreal did.
And then the Oilers versus the Jets. Jets haven't been playing well. Oilers, you got a great offense with Connor McDavid. So I have them sweeping them.
Yeah, well, I don't think you heard my point. The San Francisco Giants have 3 more in the 2010s than the Rangers have in their entire history. So, yeah.
It's hard to get back and to get back-to-back wins. And I don't see the Lightning doing it here, so I have them losing to the Hurricanes in 6.
DeAndre Ayton, I think, will step up in this series and shut down Jokic enough for this to work out for them.
He was close to Frank Reich, and they want Frank Reich back, so that's what they got. It's their discount Frank Reich in Eagles' eyes.
Kaprizov and the rest of this crew, Jordan Greenway, who doesn't get enough props, he definitely is somebody who needs to be mentioned more.
What would you have said if I bet you $100 at the end of the round robin and start of the playoffs that the Stars would be in the Stanley Cup playoffs? Or Stanley Cup finals.
Hi, this is Julie Dobbs. You're listening to Outsiders Opinions with Kevin and Austin.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to our MLB Opinions of the Week. Austin, I'd hope. But now, the owners have requested a mediator. The players have denied it. It looks so good for like a solid week.
Oh, yeah, I was
right?
very hopeful. I was very hopeful, and then I saw that, and I'm like, I'm back to my I don't think we're going to have a season mode, so.
I just want them to get done so then I can find a Corey Seager jersey and a Marcus Semien jersey.
Yeah, I just want to see. I just want to see Freddie in pinstripes.
Well, yeah, you just want to. Well, okay, let's not go there. Freddie's probably going to be a Dodger before he's a Yankee.
I don't know about that. They already got Max Muncy. I've already told you that.
But it's the Dodgers. They didn't need Trey Turner, but they got Trey Turner.
But Trey Turner played second base for them. They needed a second baseman. Well, they had Gavin Lux, so
yeah. They also could start Chris Taylor at second baseman.
But Chris Taylor played center field for them no longer.
They also had Cody Bellinger play first.
Yeah, but that was when Muncy got hurt.
Yes, but still.
Muncy is very, very, very good. I would be surprised if they moved on.
Muncy is very good, but what about Muncy and Freddie Freeman?
You can't. But here's the thing: there's no D. Oh wait.
Exactly, it could be a DH.
Oh wait, you can just move Muncy to DH because Freddie's a better defensive. Now Freddie's not the best defensive first baseman. I'd probably say Rizzo, but Freddie's very good at defensively speaking. So you may move Muncy. Never mind. I see your opinion. I still disagree. Sure. I still think Freddie is more likely to go to New York than he is LA. But I understand your point.
Most likely, those Rangers. Rangers got that.
Most likely is Braves, but
should be Braves. Like all teams should just agree. Hey, we're not signing Freddie Freeman.
That's not how that works. That's not how that works.
I said that's how it should work.
Well, no, I don't even think that's how it should work because if the Braves don't want to pay him,
if the Braves lowball him, then you can have it. But like Braves.
Pay the man.
Just pay the man. I hope you're listening. And don't be on a virtual gaming console during a meeting.
Yeah.
So, and then there were like the MLB said, oh, we'll give a proposal. But then they're like, no, we just said we respond. So they didn't ghost them, but stay your word. Make another proposal. The players are trying. Owners. And, like, people are talking about, like, feeling bad for the owners. I don't feel bad for the owners at all. Maybe a teensy little bit. But I feel more for the players.
I feel bad for certain owners that because they're in the minority have no say. That's the owners I feel bad for. The owners that I don't feel like it's a 30-0 split where all of them want one thing to happen and none of them want one thing to happen. So I feel bad for the minority owners, the owners who have the opinion that hey, I actually agree with what the players are saying. They do deserve this because I feel like there's at least one of them out there. I refuse to believe that they're all on the same mindset, even if they do vote that way, because I feel like they're getting pressured from other owners. Hey, or just the MLB in general. Hey, we'll take away funding towards this. Da, 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 all this other stuff. So they're forced to make that opinion. But I feel like there's at least one owner out there that's like, I actually agree with the players. They deserve this money. We're being way too stingy. I feel like there's at least one of them out there, even if they don't vote that way.
Okay, I see that. I feel bad for the players. Like you do have players like Mike Trout, and like Mookie Betts making millions of dollars.
More
There are
than
other
millions.
players,
hundreds of millions.
hundreds of millions. Yes, but the other players, like it's hard in the minor leagues.
Oh, it's
And
did you know? I wanted to ask this.
I think you may have told me about like the average.
Well, no. Well, this is something different. How much does Rob Manfred make per year? Do you know that?
Rob Manfred, I'm gonna say he makes more money than the average the full payroll of the Orioles.
How much is a full
So, like,
payroll?
4 million or no?
No, he makes 11 million.
Oh, he makes 11 million. Okay.
But I saw this one thing. Rob Manfred should only get paid like $500,000 a year, and then you just put that rest of the 10.5 to the minor leagues. Spend
should-
I,
He's called the World Series trophy a chunk of metal.
that yeah. When he said that, that's when he was like officially on my yeah. I do not. Yeah, you need to be gone. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done with Rob. I'm done with Rob Manfred. I'm done. I'm done.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever felt that adamant. Even Roger Goodell has never
Yeah.
said something that stupid. And
Yeah.
that is hard to do. That is hard. It's hard
True.
to be worse than Roger Goodell, but
True.
he is. He is.
Yeah, I think I would take Roger Goodell over Rob Manfred.
Oh no, I would. I would. Even though both are on my I
They're
don't like
so
list.
bad.
If the choice was, would you rather Rob Manfred get fired in the MLB or Roger Goodell in the NFL? I would take Rob Manfred getting fired
Easily. Yeah.
easily. I wouldn't even hesitate because I feel like he's actually hindering the game. While Roger Goodell, I just feel like doesn't make the best decisions all the time. Is definitely not a good at his spot being a commissioner, and he's definitely hindered
Many
certain
things.
people from doing stuff that they definitely should be allowed to do. But I feel like Manfred's it's more like intrinsic to the game that he's destroying it at the base level. I don't think Roger Goodell's ever made a rule that I feel like has attacked the fan base at the core. Like Roger Goodell's made some poor decisions, very poor decisions, but Manfred I think has attacked the roots of baseball, and that's not something I can live with.
Yeah, I agree. Like I wish there could be like I feel Adam Silver is a great commissioner NBA. So is Gary Bettman. Gary Bettman's probably the best.
I the reason I don't like Adam Silver as much is I feel like he wants to do this in-season tournament, and
That's true.
I'm very against that because
knock him
injuries are
down.
already higher than they have been the past couple seasons, and I feel like all of these guys because they're paid by the owners are going to be going for money for the owners, and so I don't count what they say as really their opinion all the time because I feel like they're just trying to save face for their job sometimes. I like Bettman probably the most, and then Silver, but not because I don't love Silver. Silver's in my meh category. I feel like he does some stuff that I'm against, and he's definitely made some decisions that I don't like. But he hasn't done anything on the level of Roger Goodell or Rob Manfred. Not even close.
And you just need to keep the game. Like stop trying. I don't. Manfred's just like I agree. He's messing with the game.
At its roots,
Yeah,
at the base of the sport. Like again, that zombie runner thing. Just what? I've never been so mad. I've never been so mad watching a Yankees game where it goes into extra innings. The Yankees don't score in the first, and then the Phillies bunt and then bunt, and I'm like, wait. Chapman didn't allow a hit, but he's going to get tallied the loss? He didn't. All he did was pitch. He didn't even do anything wrong. You can't lose a game at the end without doing something wrong, even if it's unlucky, making a mistake. But you can't guard a bunt like that. Especially if it's perfectly placed. It doesn't really matter the pitch unless you want to intentionally walk them. And then if you intentionally walk them, they can just hit it normally, and you already have 2 guys on base now. And it just, there's certain rules that I just cannot be for, and it seems like Rob Manfred's trying to do it just to make the people
He's
who
trying to
already.
make money.
Well, it's not just that. It's all all the commissioners are trying to make money. It's that he's trying to get people who already dislike baseball to love baseball when not trying to build the game for the people who don't know what the game is, who have not been introduced. Introduce the game to people who aren't that familiar with it, not people who already know what the game is and dislike it or hate it for what it is. We don't need to be going out there sympathizing with people who don't like the game. They don't like it. Okay, let's move on to the people who actually spend a quality amount of their time watching the game and the people who haven't been introduced to it. Introduce it to more people. Don't try to sympathize with those who already have disliked the sport and don't care what happens in it.
Yeah, I agree. And it's simple. Like, just give universal DH, start the season on time. There's very few things that you have to do. There are a lot of things
I don't
we
even
would
think he
both
has to
like
do
to do.
I don't think that he even has to do the universal DH.
Yeah, it's true.
Just give the players their money and give the minor leaguers their money, and I'm totally fine with this the season. Like, if I'm getting on the track where I think universal DH is probably best, even though I love watching Jacob deGrom hit and I love watching Max Fried hit, and I love watching some of these dudes hits because Madison Bumgarner, I love watching hit. Zach Greinke, I love watching hit, even though he's on an American League team. I love watching those guys hit. Or no, Zach Greinke went to the Mets, right?
No, Zach Greinke's still a free agent. Just let's finish it so
I
we
thought.
can see where
Oh,
guys go
maybe I saw Zach Greinke was talking to the Mets. Maybe that was it. I don't remember.
during the lockout. I don't know. Zach Greinke has not been signed.
No, I'm talking about before the lockout. Before the lockout even
Okay.
started. I feel like I heard something about rumbling about Zach Greinke looking at the Mets. But the lockout is just ruining my faith in the owners and what is to come with baseball because I love the sport. One of my favorite. That's why we talk about it so much. I just don't know what needs to happen from the players' perspective because they're just asking for the money that I think they deserve. They're getting paid millions, but at the same time, they're the reason why the game is so good.
And that's only like the top echelon of players that get millions of dollars, like hundreds of millions. Like we were talking about Trout and Betts. Like Aaron Judge, isn't he only making like 2 million or 5 million?
Aaron Judge is not. The past couple of years, Aaron Judge is making like his first year. You remember when? His first year
What
he
was like
played.
rookie?
Well, no, when he played, when he was a rookie. His first year he played in 2016. He struggled mightily, but the next year he should have been. He should have been.
Well, yeah, won Altuve's MVP.
Yeah, he made $544,000 that year. 544,000. The next year, 622,000. Then 684,000. And then he got a new contract, 8.5 million. And this year he made 10.
Oh, he
But
made 10 million.
This past
Okay,
year,
because
yeah.
that was
But
through arbitration.
yes,
Was it through
but
arbitration? Okay.
yes. But the thing is, the difference is that he was worth so much more those first 3 years of his contract and made nothing. And it definitely hurt to see players that, again, I think we would have won the World Series in 2017. I firmly believe that. Now we will never know if the Dodgers or Yankees would have won if the Astros never cheated, but I firmly believe that would have happened. And Aaron Judge, a rookie making $500,000 a year, was a main catalyst. And it hurts to see him getting paid so little and the minor leaguers in general. Minor leaguers should be paid more and just take it out of Manfred's contract.
Yeah, and you make so much. There's probably so much money that we just don't even know about that the owners have. but they're just keeping it a secret
Oh,
because
it's
they
just
like money.
I find it so funny. They're not willing to give more money to the players, but they're willing to pay Rob Manfred $11 million a year. Like it just seems a
And
little.
like the Rangers this year, they had never spent money before, and then they spent the most ever in the history with $561 million.
Yeah,
Like
in
there is
3
money.
days.
There is money involved. It's just the owners like to keep it a secret because they like money. Just yeah. I don't think there's much. We've kept y'all up to date. So, any other final thoughts before we conclude?
I hope baseball starts on time, and I hope we have a full season.
Yep. And then we'll see everything else because I want some free agents. Let's see. Thank you for listening to Outsiders Opinions.